What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Educated Barfly. Today we're going to be doing a quick and dirty episode on a awesome drink called the Nuclear Daiquiri. It was created at the Lab in London, or it's basically just called not the Lab, but Lab in London in 2005 by a bartender named Gregor de Gruyter. De Gruyter, maybe. I'm not sure. It's G-R-U-Y-T-H-E-R. De Gruyter. D-E de Gruyter. I don't know. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. So Lab was there was a lot of classic cocktails or modern classic cocktails that came out of Lab in the time that it was very popular. It was very important during the kind of cocktail renaissance in London. A lot of important people kind of worked there, and it is worth reading Robert Simonson's A Proper Drink for the history on that. So writer Robert Simonson wrote a book on sort of the modern classic cocktail movement, sort of the modern cocktail movement, and it's a really good book. So link is below, check it out. The other thing that's kind of worth noting is that de Gruyter passed away suddenly in 2009. I'm not sure what from, I didn't really find too much on it. If I find anything else, I'll let you guys know. The other thing is that this drink is very, very, very strong. It uses 126 proof rum. Chartreuse is above 100 proof as well. That's why it's called a Nuclear Daiquiri. It's a great drink, but it's also like, don't drink too many of these because they will knock you out. All right, let's get into it. First thing we're gonna do is an ounce of lime juice. Then we're gonna do 1/4 of an ounce of Falernum. I'm gonna do 3/4 of an ounce of green Chartreuse. And what is the proof on this exactly? It is 110 proof. So there you go. 3/4 an ounce of green Chartreuse. And an ounce of Wray and Nephew Overproof. And this is actually kind of close to a cocktail I created called an Old Salt. That is lime, honey, yellow Chartreuse, and Wray and Nephew with a pinch of salt. That's why I call it an Old Salt. And also because people always go like, "Oh, Old Salt, that's you, Leandro. You're an Old Salt." And I wasn't even aware that this cocktail was invented. I had no idea what a Nuclear Daiquiri was until I served it to one of my regulars, and they said, "Oh, that's just like a Nuclear Daiquiri." And then I had to look it up, and then I saw it, and then I tested it, and then I fell in love. So here we go. But remember, this is a hefty drink, guys. It's not for everybody. This is a doozy of a drink. So we're just gonna add our ice, add our cocktail, give it a nice hard shake. All right, that's enough. Shaken vigorously with ice. Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be good. I mean, I'm always looking for excuses to drink green Chartreuse. Nice. So I got a good wash line on this here too. And then we're just gonna give it like a nice little lime wheel. Let's give it a taste. Love that color, nice and pale green. It's like a very pale green, it's really nice. And this is how the Chartreuse and the lime juice kind of make that nice color. Ooh, man, that's hefty. Very tart. You literally only have that little bit of Falernum that's kind of sweetening this thing up. It is pretty strong, very tart. You got the, Jamaican rum has that hogo flavor. That is, dominating the front of your palate, devolving into that like very tart lime and then green Chartreuse. I mean, the green Chartreuse is actually providing a bit of sweetness too. Green Chartreuse is pretty sweet. But I like the balance of that. I would say that this is gonna be a cocktail that really edges toward tart. You're gonna have to really like that sort of tart lime flavor that isn't super, super balanced with the sugar, but it does have a nice balance to it, I gotta say. I wouldn't call this the most balanced cocktail, but it has its own balance towards it, I think is really nice. So there you guys have it. I told you it was going to be quick and dirty. This one doesn't really have that much to it. I don't really have that much on Gregor de Gruyter, but if you guys, if anybody wants to contribute in comments, I'd always love to hear. Just so you guys know, when you guys comment, I read every comment, and I really enjoy writing and interacting with you guys. So comment below if you guys have any insight or if you have any questions or anything like that. And again, as always, if you like this channel, please hit like and subscribe and hit the little bell icon if you're subscribed so you get notifications. Check us out on Patreon. We got some good, awesome Patreon content. That's Patreon only, patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. I don't know, Marius, am I missing anything? Is there anything you want to add to this particular guy? I'm not getting any hand signals today. I feel a little lonely. I feel like, who's that faceless guy behind the camera? Hey, I usually get a little more interaction with Marius in this, but not today. Well, not at this moment. Today I've had some, but not at this moment. He's being very, very judicious with his doling out his praise, comments, or he's breaking balls a little bit today, which is kind of nice. Usually he doesn't. Usually he just takes it like a punching bag. But today he's actually breaking balls a tiny bit, which is good. Kind of getting under his skin, getting him to rile that old Norwegian up. I like to rile him up. Because, you know, Norwegians they're not like, you know, it's like Italians and Argentinians, like those are my cultures, are very like hot under the collar, very loud, opinionated. When we were at lunch today, actually, I was talking to our mutual friend and contributor, Andrew, and Marius was kind of breaking my balls about how loud I speak because I have a very loud, resonant voice.
You were like talking really, really loudly on the phone in the restaurant. Like everybody.
We weren't in the restaurant. We were on the patio.
That's part of the restaurant.
Well, yeah, but it's not like inside an enclosed space.
No, but there's like people sitting on the other table.
I know.
Like,
I kind of feel like maybe I got a look because I'm a little bit loud, and then Marius sort of was like, "Oh, he's getting looks." He was trying to sort of like he was like patiently taking it for a while, but then also like kind of like, ooh, you should be a little bit less loud. But I gotta say, I've been being told that I am loud my entire life. I know that I'm loud, and I accept myself for that. I like it. It's like this. If we were both quiet people, I don't know if this relationship would work. You know what I mean? Like, it's a yin and yang kind of thing. You need the loud guy, and you need the quiet guy. Loud guy, quiet guy, yin and yang. Then you have a nice balance. If it's just like all too quiet, then it's too quiet. And if it's all too loud, then it's way too loud. I don't know. That's the way I feel about it. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I know that you guys are going to be commenting on it below, so I'll just read you guys in the comments, and I will see you on another time.